In the twisting and turning of your agony and the sharp migraine of the unexpected, remember that battle scars tell the stories most worth telling, even if they don't appear on your skin.
Scars often come in black and often look like music.
Written in the silence of defeat to the melody of a hymn sung for the fallen. But the fallen have fallen so that you may rise, and their stories are etched into the stone tablets of your memory, so that you may remember them as commandments to live. Even if the fallen were you and parts of you were left to die, let the blade that you suffer become your transformation. Much like trees are carved out into instruments, some battles will leave you feeling hollow, so don't lament the pieces of you that have been cut away, but rather fill the spaces left within your body with something more beautiful and let it resonate
today,
out into the world that stands before you as a concert hall.
But as I wake up and let the morning hours roll softly into my eyes, I realize that I'm not. The knowledge that the light doesn't belong to the sky of Cairo, Sudan, or Tangiers, that I will not smell the dust on the streets below my window, that I won't hear neighbours cooking okra and rice and shouting at each other through open patios fills me with dread. I'll go out again, like every day, in my clean European anorak and walk past manicured lawns and streets cleaned by our taxes. I'll see people raising a hand for taxis, waiting their turn in the queue, saying please and thank you at exactly when and how they should. It fills me with dread to realize that I am no different. The nagging itch inside me tells me that if I want to fit in, I must do the same. I'm not indigenous to any land, only accustomed to dancing between customs, navigating conversations like a thoughtless defense driving maneuver. It's midnight, and I'm still not an Arab. But today I don't want to be one. Lucky for me that I'm not. That I can jump in and out of a skin and leave it behind, hanging around a dinner table, letting the coffee and wine inebriated guests pin on me all their preconceived ideas, and I thank them for existing, for making me want something and reject it at the same time. But it gets exhausting to wake up to a morning that's not as yellow as it should be.
I come from astronomers, from stargazers and moon chasers, hips that move to the beats of their own celestial symphonies and voices that boom constellations. Like our history is the blanket of night, and our story is rhythm to the tides. I come from the tides, from the rises and falls of fishermen who navigated oceans before the ocean had a name in English, from the buttons on my grandfather's captain's uniform home. There is nothing more natural than returning to where you began. So when society asks me to return to Hollywood, harem girl, white man fantasy, hip swing formation, is it not a betrayal to stay silent? To let them weave themselves into my identity until I am reduced to the click-clack of dancing belts built by men? Because if these bodies are to be enslaved, let it taste like white freedom, like the kind of fetish that dresses like being appreciated. So welcome to the generation of Arab women who've grown up foreign, who know that headscarf means stay silent. History, a metaphor for written in English and white multiculturalism. White multiculturalism is being different enough to feel interesting on their tongues without burning their palates. It's always remembering to omit lines from bloodlines because all blood is the same color when they use theirs to erase yours.
When did our culture learn to fear you? Its honor shame your flames. When did its love cage your hyenas, mistake survival for surrender, and turn bracelets into chains? Girls raise themselves as women, burying childhood with every child born, slowly learning that a tended fire lives longer than a passionate flame. They recede into family. Their autumn bleeds into the soot-filled carpet. Quietly, they fear forgetting themselves as their children forget them. Beyond the lived memory of men,
I don't like to talk about teeth. No one does, love. See, I don't like to talk about teeth, but when you have a gaping cavity in a wisdom tooth, sometimes you just can't help it. See, no one should have to bear the pain in silence. You know the type of people that say, oh, I just don't talk about politics, so I'm not a political person. Yes, the hell you are! I'm not political is probably the most political statement you could ever make. It says you're so privileged. worry about, that you don't have a problem making our struggles invisible, that you can live your life not having to worry about the consequences of those in power. We don't have that luxury. So you can say you're tired of mama whinging, or maybe I should stop screaming, or maybe Noor, you should do less angry poems, or you know what? Maybe you're the one who's being too political. Maybe you just need to chill out. But I won't. We
Sunday
won't.
lunch is
Our
ready because the
survival
whole room
depends
smells
on
like
this.
roast potatoes. Every Sunday when we are there, Babu eats too fast. He hiccups and then he tells himself off. Shut up. Every Sunday lunch. We laugh because we're kids. Have seconds. Always. There's always room for more. Always. Be sure to clear the plates. Always. Offer to do the dishes. Always. Thank Yaya with a kiss. Always. This is her art. 2 knee reconstructions and she still refuses to not prepare lunch for us. I am a child lying down on the lounge room floor across the radiator fireplace, my small fingers tracing every surface in front of me. The turned wooden leg of the coffee table, the intricate leaf patterns textured in the carpet, chocolate-covered hazelnuts. Thank you. Light streams through lace curtains, lighting my babu's hair thin and white, and my yaya's hair thin and grey and so curly. I am looking at a painting on the wall. It is a cottage standing by still waters, surrounded by trees. I don't know where it is from. I think it's heaven. This place is heaven. I am so safe.